Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of the money-making world. And let me tell you, this next report is a real page-turner where we might learn if this company is about to hit a home run or strike out big time. We are diving into the latest filing from Educational Development Corporation, or EDC, for the quarter ending the 31st of August 2025. Now, this is a company that operates in the book and toy space, trying to keep kids engaged and learning. Think of it as their financial report card for the summer months, which is usually a slower time for sales. Alright, first up, let us peek at their balance sheet and see what they own and what they owe. As of the 31st of August 2025, they had total assets of about $74 million. Now, what caught my eye was their inventory, which totals a hefty $23.6 million in current assets and another $17 million that they consider non-current, meaning it might take longer to sell. That is a lot of books and toys sitting around. On the flip side, they had total liabilities of about $36 million. This includes things they owe to others like loans and accounts payable. Now, for the juicy part, the income statement. This tells us how much money they made and how much they spent. For the 3 months ending the 31st of August 2025, their net revenues were about $4.6 million. That might sound like a lot, but compared to the same period in 2024, which was over $6.5 million, that is a significant drop of almost 30%. They also saw a big drop in cost of goods sold, but that number is directly tied to sales, so it makes sense. The real punch in the gut comes from their operating expenses, which total over $4.5 million for the quarter. This means they spent more just to operate than they brought in from sales, that quarter leading to a net loss of almost $1.3 million for just 3 months. So how is cash moving in and out? This looks at the actual cash generated or used. For the 6 months ending the 31st of August 2025, they actually had positive cash flow from operating activities of about $1.5 million. This is despite their overall net loss, which sounds a bit confusing, but it means they managed their working capital well, like collecting money faster or paying bills slower. However, they used about $263,000 in investing activities, likely buying equipment, and spent another $900,000 in financing activities, mostly paying down debt. Now, EDC is upfront about some serious concerns. In Note 1, they discuss liquidity and going concern. Going concern basically means, can the company stay in business for the next year? EDC admits that their repeated operating losses, and especially their loan situation, raises substantial doubt. Let's talk about that debt. As of the 31st of August 2025, they had significant term debt and a line of credit. The problem is their credit agreement with their bank BOC expired on the 19th of September 2025, and they still haven't paid off the balances. This is a huge red flag, people. On the 30th of September 2025, they received a formal notice of default from the bank. That means the bank can demand payment or even repossess their assets that are used as collateral. This is serious stuff and is a major risk for the company's future. So what is their plan to fix this? They are selling their Hilti complex, a big real estate property. They have a purchase agreement in place for $32 million and expect to close the sale by the 25th of November 2025. The plan is to use the proceeds from this sale to pay off their bank debt. This is a crucial step to avoid going belly up. They also plan to reduce inventory and build up their brand partner numbers for their Paper Pie division. Another interesting point is their heavy reliance on Usborne Publishing Limited, a company based in England, for a significant portion of their inventory and sales. It seems EDC might be in a tricky spot with Usborne, as they have not met minimum purchase requirements or provided a required letter of credit. This puts their agreement with Usborne at risk of termination, which could massively impact their business. Their sales from Usborne products comprised about 48% of their Paper Pie division's revenue in the last quarter. And here is where things get even more tense under item 5. Other information, they reveal that on the 30th of September 2025, EDC received that default notice from their lender. The outstanding principal balance on their credit agreement was about $29.9 million at that time. This is coupled with the fact that their credit agreement expired and they have not paid their loans. It truly sounds like they are walking a very thin line. Looking at management, own words in the discussion and analysis section, they admit that their Paper Pie division net revenues decreased by over 31% in the last quarter compared to the previous year. This is largely due to a significant drop in their active brand partners. They attribute this to economic challenges like inflation and uncertainty surrounding their Usborne distribution agreement. So what is my take on all of this? Educational Development Corporation is clearly in a tough spot. Their core business segments are seeing declining revenues, especially their Paper Pie division. The significant drop in active brand partners is a major concern for their direct sales model. They are heavily reliant on the sale of their Hilti complex to pay off a looming debt default. If that sale falls through or is delayed, it could have severe consequences. Their relationship with Usborne also seems precarious, which is another huge risk. However, it is not all doom and gloom. They did show positive cash flow from operations in the first half of the year, which is a good sign. They are managing their cash effectively despite losses. The sale of the Hilti complex, if completed at the expected price, would provide much needed liquidity. Their strategy to reduce inventory and rebuild brand partner numbers could potentially turn things around, but its success is far from guaranteed. In conclusion, EDC faces significant financial and operational risks. Their ability to execute the sale of their real estate, pay off their debts, and manage their supplier and brand partner relationships will be critical in determining their survival. It is a high-stakes game for them right now. Alright, that is our deep dive into Educational Development Corporation's latest quarterly report. What do you think about Eve? DC's situation, are they on the road to recovery or headed for trouble? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this decode helpful, do us a favor, hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate breakdowns. You can also join our Discord community for more discussions linked right in the description. Thanks for watching on Corporate Decoder, and we will see you in the next video.